everyone, welcome back to the free territory of France. The Austrian Empire is not doing super well. We have allied ourselves with the Illyrians, for what it's worth. I don't know what will happen with the Ukrainian People's Republic. Probably they'll just fight against us, but who the heck knows? Even if they stay independent, great. Right now the Germans are doing fine. Their Nordic Council is formed. Whatever. Norway is, I guess, kind of aloof. I bet they'll also join the Nordic Council. Sure, why not? You know, you do you. The Ottomans are kaput. The Entente is fine. However, here, we're not doing super hot. So, I need to actually assign my forces to go fight on the front line. We are getting... Okay, Russians capitulated Islamic Emirate of wherever that is. Let's see. Missing equipment production, strategic bomber, modify officer corps. We can get Spirit of the Navy. Can we get... We can get research speed stuff. Like repair speed, just more naval experience, it seems fine, and then... I suppose we'll get more attack on level up? More attack on level up? Sure, why not? More attack is always better. I don't know if that's true, but it might be. Alright, we need... 6 more, that adds up to... 6... We could add 3 more divisions. And then we're up to full. No? No, that's not true. 2 more? 2 more divisions? Yeah, let's check out infantry with armor. We also, I think, wanted to add stuff here, like, say, a logistics company. That seems like a smart plan. Do we want recon? I don't know, is recon any good? Improves our tanks. Improves artillery. Improves artillery. Actually, I think the answer is no, we don't need it. We can make a few of these guys. There we go. That's a little bit more normally demanding. Here, you know what I'm just gonna do? Ah! There we go. Here's what we can do. Infantry with armor. We don't have any armor support vehicles, but it's fine. Then we can cut 1, 2, 3. There we go. Get more Alpine infantry. These guys can look like you. Make them yellow. Why not? Did that work? Looks like it did. That'll do, I guess. All right. We should... I like how these guys are literally... They're not in our faction. They haven't joined yet. We should deploy these guys here. Like that. There we go. And then we train these guys up. That seems fine. How are we doing over here? Alright, we knocked those. End of the Spanish Civil War. As the guns fall silent on the Iberian Peninsula, one of the bloodiest conflicts of the modern world, the Spanish Civil War, comes to a close. While the nation has seen many armed struggles in the recent centuries, the scale of brutality and fierce anger displayed in this brothers' war was never observed before. With a victorious government now in control of the entirety of Spain, the world waits to see how the scarred state recovers. Spain yet remains. We live in different ages, non-Spaniards and ourselves. They in the age of copper, they in the age of silver, we in the age of copper. Spain yet remains. Rhyme all the time. Hooray, hooray, hooray! Alright, we're gonna see how we can do here. I don't really think this adds up to anything. These guys goober their way. What the heck? Where'd Long go? Guess he's gone. Anyways. Weeaboo indeed. Gardez vos distances. Écoutez. Bougez-vous. Vertical developments. Utilizing economic ties with domestic businesses and military contracts, we've been able to develop experimental helicopter prototypes for the armies of the Internationale, named the Sikorsky R4 and the Platt Lepage XR1, along with several experimental Type 171 Sycamore of our own design. These unique aerial vehicles were developed in contact with their old American counterparts and capable of vertical takeoff and landing, making them perfect for use in rough terrain. Though expensive and fragile, we've been able to save a few models to the major allies, allowing our armies and the armies of our friends to utilize this unique technology to further the revolution. With our growing air fleet also using autogyros, rotobuggies, and other novel transports developed by crack scientists and our allied lackeys, we shall be able to ferry a populace, our goods, and our troops all around the world without a moment's notice, without issue or delay, while delivering devastating payloads at a moment's notice. Just be careful not to crash any for a very fragile few, and they are currently very temperamental and hard to replace, onwards and upwards. Okay? We just get helicopters, I guess. Sure. Whatever. Okay. Hostilities have been ended between the Ruskies and the Mongolians. The Mongolians probably just lost a little bit of land. Other than that, they're fine. They're chill. I hope they have a good time. Attention. I don't think we're gonna be able to take Martinsburg or whatever the heck. You know, I'm debating the value of these infantry because they can't be resupplied. Our volunteers have come home. Tanks for nothing. Boy. Alright. We're gonna recall volunteers again. It is what it is. Something about Zelda. These guys are gonna go over here. I'm gonna transition them to infantry with armor. We don't have enough tanks for that, but it's fine. We're going to cut from this infantry with armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully allowing them. Cooperation with the Tripolitanian Free National Bloc. On the world stage, a complete mystery. The Free National Bloc has been stirring heads in Tripoli as its pro-international rhetoric and admiration for syndicalism has made policymakers throw a glance at an otherwise irrelevant spot on the map. Boasting no industry to speak of, illiterate almost to the last man, and offering very little resources, its geographical position could nonetheless prove essential in warding of any threat from the Pied Noirs. To this end, observers from all across the international flocked down to Tripoli in the hope of decisively pulling the nation into our alliance. Despite the boasting of their leader, Fadiq Hassan, many in our own nations are doubting whether Tripoli wouldn't prove to be a liability rather than an asset. Furthermore, pointing out that the socialist ideas the FNB promotes can barely be called socialist. We're nonetheless thankful for their praise. You know? I'd be fine with it. No arguments here. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, we've got to extend the line. It's June. Can we fight yet? Yes! The time has come. We need to make armed support vehicles. And it's good to attack sooner rather than later. We need a lot of these, so, you know, crack to it. We don't have a ton of... we'll be fine on convoys. Yeah, I'm not sure whether the Austrians, like, have it like that. I think they might get owned. The problem is that the Russians are, busy fighting Tukhachevsky, which, to be fair, I mean, it actually kind of works against us, doesn't it? Develop the Spanish Socialist Republic. Golly gee, that sounds like a good idea. But we really should establish sabotage in the French Socialist Republic first. Yes, I know, I know. Okay. What? Didn't we already get this? Okay, cool. I'll take breakthrough progress. Sure, whatever. I'm not reading that because it's very similar to the other event that we got.
Attention.
Am I stupid?
Arrêt.
Ah, no, volunteer forces and transfer. No, I'm not stupid. Well, I don't know if that's true, but... We're gonna maybe produce 7 of these instead. Okay, combined syndicate forces have returned home. Exactly what we needed. Stares directly at camera. Alright. That'll do it. I'm gonna just do quick conversions. Do I want to do quick conversions on these guys? I don't really see much of a point. Oh, quick conversions here, I guess. Don't see a point in conversions. Don't see a point in conversions. Yeah. Okay, we're in 39. Better extraction? Sure, why not?
Zelda.
Something about Zelda.
Arrêt.
Alright. This situation is bad, but I may be able to resolve it. I have no idea what these guys are going to be doing at war. No idea. Like the Serbs are going to be fighting against the Germans, which is good. Huh. Yeah. Hopefully, these guys can join me, please. Would please? Huh. Anyways. Interesting that they need a focus to declare war. Is there a button for splitting, like, easy, right? That's it. We want a Lancer, Silent Hunter, Torpedo Expert. There we go. And we want a Destroyer Leader and a Cruiser Captain. That seems fine. There we go. Oh boy. Weather withdraws from Central Asia. Okay. They've been quote-unquote defeated by Bukhara and Turkmenistan, I guess. They had honor once. Germany suppresses its French population. The German Empire, afraid of the rising power of her state, decides to tighten the control of its border regions. They are fearful of her growing influence. We must be patient. Soon the time will come when our brothers in Wallonia, Lorraine, and Alsace shall be liberated. Soon our time shall come. Develop the Spanish Socialist Republic. July 14th, Vive la Commune. Or whatever we're calling ourselves now.
Aux ordres. Écoutez.
Here's what I'll do with these guys. They will form our base defense. Our cool guy. Arrow shield. Meanwhile, and these guys can go here. Meanwhile, these guys can go here. Actually, they can stay here. And they can go
Aux ordres.
here. Like that.
Écoutez.
I think that's fine.
Aux ordres.
Oh, these guys can get medals. I don't know if it's worth it. The template is, again, it's pretty good.
Gardez vos rangs.
Where are we going to try to punch through? I think we try to punch through in Belgium. What's the fort level here? 4, 4, 3, 5, 4. It's pretty dire, honestly. We're gonna split skis these guys.
Attention.
These guys can be commanded by... I don't know, man. This dude.
Aux ordres.
And this army division can be controlled by Belot. Belot is fine.
Attention.
We're going to change colors. These guys are going to be red.
Gardez vos rangs.
They're going to be yellow.
Écoutez.
They're going to be blue, and they're going to be green.
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs.
There we go.
Écoutez.
These guys are going to be,
Attention.
these guys will be, what color should my tanks be? Hot pink. There we go.
Aux ordres.
Color victory. These guys can be orange.
Écoutez.
These guys can be a color I didn't choose. Purple.
Écoutez.
These guys can be color I didn't choose. Light blue. What are these guys gonna do? I mean, these guys are gonna stay in the back.
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs.
They're gonna chill out. Probably on the coast. And they're gonna stop any naval invasions. Look at you. Do I need these guys to be particularly beefy? No, but that's fine. That'll do. I don't think it's ultra necessary to even have those guys, but oop, who's suffering from supply issues? You are. So the territory you should cover should not include that tile. Evidently, it's very hot there. 21 degrees Celsius it's not very hot. That's just hot. Or warm, I guess. Do I like spam militia divisions for the love of Pete? I mean, I guess we do. Division Infantry Federal 2. Let's call these guys infantry. And then if I go engineering logistics. How usable is that template? Can I use it right now? Yes.
Arrêt.
It's substantially better.
Gardez vos rangs.
And then can I convert the Alpine divisions? Can they go engineer logistics? They could. I mean, I think it's good to have an engineering division by the simple virtue of that. So yeah, I'm just going to save that. We're going to give this guy... He's got, like... I'm going to give him a defensive doctrine. Sure. There we go.
Écoutez.
There we go.
Attention.
How close to war are we? We're so close. We need to cut that out. We got better engineering companies. Sure, I'll get more funds. That seems like a fun thing to do. How are we doing on planes? All right. Where's my strat bomber? Standing by. Tac bomber. Standing by. Strat bomber can't do nothing. You should focus on supporting tanks.
Gardez vos rangs.
Nope, wrong tanks. Support my tanks. Recon. Trains? Sure, cheaper trains. Demand Alsace-Lorraine. Let's see if that starts a war. Arg. Well, crud. Let's see. Land doctrine. I should get this before I run out of doctrine stuff. Modern equipment. Alpine forces. Just free tank divisions is pretty good. Random upgrades. More factories. We should do the Damocles project. Like, we should do probably decides the direction of our economy. That seems smart. Either way, I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.